Hey, Tom here from the Run Testers with another running shoe review. In this video, I'm going to be doing a full review of the Mizuno Wave Rider 29. Let's have a look. The Mizuno Wave Rider 29 costs £140 or $149.95. It weighs 259 grams or 9.1 ounces for men in a size 8, and the drop is 10 millimeters. The Mizuno Wave Rider 29 is a cushioned daily shoe built for accessibility and comfort. The latest version of the shoe sees a number of big updates. Those include an updated midsole foam, a decreased drop from 12 to 10 millimeters, and an updated jacquard upper. The midsole foam now sees a full layer of nitrogen-infused Mizuno Enerzy Next foam to provide a softer ride with more energy return. The aim is also to improve the transition to be smoother than previous versions of the shoe. Within that foam is a wave plate that sits towards the rear of the shoe to add stability and improve propulsion and weight transfer. On the outsole is a covering of the brand's X10 carbon rubber to improve the durability of the shoe and improve the traction, especially at the heel. So the fit for me in the Wave Rider 29, I'm a size 8 in the UK, this is a size 8. Plenty of space for my big toe, very roomy shoe in that respect, more so than a lot of my size 8 shoes that I test. But also there's loads of space around this forefoot and loads of space in the midfoot. It's definitely a wider shoe than I normally test in my UK size 8. So it's quite a good one if you've got wider feet. There's also quite a lot of padding around it. It's a shoe very much designed for comfort and cushioning, and I like the tongue design as well. It's quite a nice padded level of cushioning on that as well. So all in all, very comfortable shoe. It definitely stays my UK size 8 in it, and it's quite accessible for people with wider feet as well. Okay, so I've done about 50k in the Mizuno Wave Rider 29 now, and I found it to be a pleasant experience. It's a shoe that fits into that realm of daily cushioned comfortable shoes with a little bit of versatility. Shoes like the New Balance 1080B14 or 1080 range, shoes like the Saucony Ride range, those sorts of shoe lines where the aim is ticking off a lot of different runs in comfort. And I know there's been a few changes to this version of the shoe as well. Apparently one of the big things about the previous versions is that it had a 12mm drop, which is obviously quite a noticeable drop. This is now 10mm, so the shoe has changed to that. It's also got this midsole, this Enerzy Next foam, which Mizuno is using quite a lot across its shoes, and it's a bit softer than previous versions apparently. So what you get is a softer midsole, and it is quite a comfortable shoe. It's definitely, I think when you compare it with a lot of other daily shoes out there, it's pretty much on a par when it comes to the midsole. It's not the softest midsole out there. It's not really squishy. It's not like the 1080B13 or something like that. It's pretty well balanced, but it's definitely a shoe that it does have a nice, comfortable ride to it as well. And it does compress a little bit when you're out running, but not too much for me. I think maybe I'm light enough to not see a massive impact in that compression of the shoe. So over those runs that I've done in it, I've mainly done between about 10 to 15k, and that's mainly been comfortable runs between about 4-minute 50 kilometers and 5-minute 30 kilometers. A little bit of picking up the pace as well to see how it feels at different paces. And I found it to be a very solid all-round shoe. It's definitely a shoe that feels like it's got a bit of versatility to it. It'd be a great shoe for people who are maybe looking for one running shoe, maybe beginners that are going out and maybe picking up the pace a little bit or training to go a little bit faster. It definitely sits into that realm of shoes where you want to tick a lot of boxes, and you want to have a shoe that can follow you as you train and you improve a little bit from that beginner world. The other thing as well is apparently the previous versions of the shoe were pretty stable. It's not a stability shoe, but previous versions, because of the midsole and how it was set up, it was pretty stable. The stability in this shoe, because these midsoles are updated and it's a bit softer, it's not the most stable shoe out there. It's still pretty stable for me. I didn't have any issues with it on the run, but it has probably lost a bit of stability based on the fact that it's got this softer foam in it. It does have this Mizuno Wave plate as well, which just sits at the back of the shoe. So from the middle to the heel of the shoe, which adds a little bit of support and helps to maintain the structure of that softer midsole foam as well. And you do notice it a bit as well. It doesn't feel like a plate that you'd have in a race shoe. It doesn't feel propulsive or anything like that. It just adds a little bit of control and a bit of stability to that midsole foam, but doesn't really have a massive impact on the ride. It feels very comfortable, and the shoe generally does feel pretty natural to run in as well. It's quite a flexible shoe apart from that heel section. So yeah, it on easy runs it feels absolutely fine. Not enough cushioning for me. I like a softer shoe. I actually prefer the Mizuno Sky 9, which I've been testing as well for easy runs. I think that it's just a bigger shoe with a bit more cushioning in, but this is absolutely fine. I think for a lot of people it will be absolutely spot on as an easy run shoe, and it's nice and versatile as well. You can definitely pick up the pace in this and do faster runs. I wouldn't use this for an interval session or anything like that, but I definitely felt like I could go out and if I wanted to do a faster kilometre or anything, it felt absolutely fine for that, and felt very comfortable as well for every run that I've done in it. The outsole is pretty solid. It's got a really good thick layer of rubber on the outsole at the front and the back. It does have this cutout section as well, just presumed to save a bit of weight, but most of the shoe is covered by a nice layer of outsole rubber, and it's pretty grippy as well. I have been running a little bit on the wet and it's absolutely fine. So yeah, all in all, from that testing, solid daily shoe, nice bit of comfort, nothing exceptional in it, but then again, you don't really necessarily want a lot of exceptional things or experimental things from a good quality all-round daily shoe. Okay, so my verdict on the Wave Rider 29, I think it's a great daily cushion shoe. I think it ticks a lot of boxes. I think it's definitely competes with most of the other options out there at the moment as a really good solid option to go for if you want if you're a beginner, whether you're a general runner looking for a shoe to fit in the rotation just for ticking off the miles. I think it's a solid holiday shoe if you're going on holiday and you're mainly going to just do a lot of runs, but really you might go a little bit faster or you just want to do an easy run. It can tick off all those boxes as well. It's a good reliable shoe with a lot of comfort in it, and I do like the midsole in it as well. It does feel like there's a little bit of energy to it, not loads. It doesn't feel like a bouncy shoe, but it definitely feels like a shoe that makes a run nice and comfortable, and you don't really think about the shoe on your feet. Alongside the upper is very, very comfortable and roomy as well. It's definitely a nice, accessible daily shoe with a lot of comfort to it. I think other options out there, this would sit into the realm of things like the Saucony Ride 18, which is pretty similar ride all round. I do think the Ride 18's got a little bit more to it when it comes to a smoother transition. I like the foam a bit more in the Ride 18. I just think it's a little bit more of a little bit better shoe all round than this, but there's not a lot in it really. Other options, I mentioned the New Balance 1080 V14, which I think is a very similar shoe to this as well. And to be honest, I struggle to choose between those two, that shoe and this shoe really. I think it would really come down to price. So they're pretty similar prices at the moment, but if one was radically on sale, I would go for the cheaper option on sale between the two. So I think for the price, I think it ticks. I think it does everything you'd want it to from the price. I think it's a fairly what you'd expect to pay for a shoe. It does all of the things that this shoe does, which is basically reliability and comfort. And I definitely think it's a shoe that is accessible to a lot of people as well. So yeah, pretty big thumbs up from me on the Wave Rider 29. It's not an exceptional or exciting shoe. It's just a reliable workhorse that ticks a lot of boxes for comfort and a bit of versatility as well. That's it from me on this review of the Mizuno Wave Rider 29. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and click that little bell. And if you're going to catch and play, find to our podcast, which comes out a couple of times each month. Thanks a lot for watching. Catch you next time.